many overs? 11 overs.
Welcome back. The game is on. Western Warriors versus Southern Hitters. Welcome, Siva.
Thank you, Yusri. Welcome all the viewers. After the rain stopped and delayed, there is a change of number of overs as well. It has been reduced to 11 overs a side, as we already into 5 overs of Southern Hitters. 21 runs for loss of a wicket. Umpires are making their way into the center as the players.
It will be interesting after the innings of Southern Hitters. What will be the score that Western Warriors has to chase? So, at the end of 5 overs, 21 for 1, and probably the power play overs will be changed for the second team as well.
Yeah.
Probably and the Southern Hitters will not have the power play anymore, because usually
Yep.
if you have a 20 overs, one more over to go for power play, probably that power play is gone. So straight away we will be having a normal game, and then at this scenario 11 overs game, one bowler can bowl 3 overs and others bowl 2 overs each. So Haikal or Navodaya, if they're going to bowl one more over, one of them can bowl, and other is done for the day.
And based on the way Haikal bowled, it might be the captain might be tempting him to give another over and see.
Yes, and looks like Nimanta is the bowler gonna start, and good time to be Shafiq to be in the middle. Shafiq loves to open his arms, and he can continue his normal game. Doesn't have to think about shorter version, and just express yourself from the word say go. Only
Yep.
6 overs there, and Nimanta Madhuvanta will be continuing.
Yeah, it's like you're just going for a kill or a hit this time of the game. Just 6 overs left in the first innings.
For Southern Hitters, yes, so the Duckworth Lewis definitely going to come into play, because when they started the innings, they were supposed to play 15 more overs, so they have 9 overs short now.
That's
So
right.
due to that, to make it fair to all, there will be a Duckworth Lewis coming into play. We'll
Yep.
let you know at end of the innings.
Yep. It is first ball after the
Break.
break, and that is started off with a slow delivery.
Amir Azim and Shafiq Sharif in the middle. Shafiq Sharif 9 of 15, and Amir Azim 1 of 5. 22 for 1. Yeah, when the rain stopped, it was 21 for 1 in 5 overs. What would your target end of 11 overs as Southern Hitters?
As there are 9 wickets still in hand, another good ball onto the pads, but just a single. As they had wickets on hand, I probably would say another 6 overs to go. It will be another 70 runs from here, or reach the target of 100.
Yeah.
That would be an ideal conditions for Southern Hitters to set a target for Western Warriors. As from the bowling point of view, just contain the runs and close the contingency gaps, and the slow delivery and try to reverse sweep. Missed it completely this time, and this is the time where batsmen will be thinking to try something different, as we have seen on the screens. As I don't remember they scoring a boundary in this innings yet.
Yes.
And this is a very good bowling for the first 5 overs of the game. Now there is a change in field. Man from fine leg came to short third man, I would say. A man from a square leg gone to 45. Another quick this time, quick delivery. Good change of a pace, bowling quite intelligently here, using the conditions well. The first two balls are being slowish, and now this is quick fire.
Probably about 10-15 runs will be added on after the 11 overs. That's
As they would have targeted about 100 runs as the wickets on hand. So that would give them a chance of 120 runs as a target, maybe in 11 overs as a 10 point or 11 an over target. Oh, bowled him on the leg stump, bowled him.
That's the big wicket. Shafiq Sharif departs, scoring 9 of 18, and big loss for Southern Eaters.
From the ball, they came in to bat. It looks completely different batsman targeting to score runs. As there is not much protection behind the wicket. Trying on the leg stump. The ball is on the leg stump. Try to clear infield, but just managed to hit the wicket. And that brings Sampath Pereira into the center.
Interesting.
That they would have targeting to hit the ball, see the ball, hit the ball kind of game.
Yes.
A few batsmen would have been paired up and sitting in the dugout.
Yep, because now it's a shorter version of the game. Quickly can finish the. Anything can happen at this stage.
The last ball of the 6th over.
Sampath joining Amir Azim.
There's another left-hander into the center. Yes.
Final delivery of the 6th over. And Nimantha Madhuwantha going to bowling his final delivery of the 2nd over. So it will be interesting. 3 bowlers are bowled 2 overs each. So only one of them can bowl 1 over.
The complete license, Sampath Pereira. Oh, that is a good delivery.
White called by the umpire.
That took off the pitch. He's hitting the deck hard after the first 2 balls. As the white delivery, still 1 ball remaining in this over. Over number 6.
There's news coming from London. People who are interested in Cricket World Cup. England has scored 311 runs, loss of 8 wickets in the 50 overs, end of 10 overs. South Africa 44 for 2, chasing a target of 312. South Africa require another 267 in 40 overs, 8 wickets in hand. Meanwhile, Southern Hitters 24 for 2, and final delivery of the 6th over. Nimantha.
Oh, good ball. Pitched up and a short of a length. Hit him high on the bat. For a moment it's high in the air, but landed in no man's land.
Dangerous by Sampath Pereira, but it's everything play for. It's a shorter version of game. You have no much time to settle in.
As rightly called, I guess, by Faiz, it is Haikal into the action.
It's kind of a 6-a-side now. So Haikal will be continuing from the pavilion. That's makes Navodya completes his 2 overs and Nimantha will be complete his 2 overs as well. Oh no, I think there's a bowling change from the far end, not the Haikal. Sorry. Far end, there's a bowling change. Number 7. Is it Vijay?
Oh, yes.
Yes, Vijay Unni, the bowler. Interesting. Let's see how he's going to perform.
It's going to be a good context with the bat and ball.
He's one of the good young bowler in Malaysia. He has performed really well.
Started off.
Last game he went for a couple of runs, but
there's a quick 2 taken. Oh, he's appealing for a run out. No, says the umpire. As rightly called by Mr. Kalidas. Started off well, Vijay Unni.
Vijay Unni in 5 matches bowled 16 overs, 121 runs, taken 3 wickets, average of 40.33. economy of 7.56. I think economy went slightly up last game, whereas he was punished, but he was bowling well apart from that game, keeping the pressure, putting the pressure straight away, taking one of that
That
important wickets at the important stages.
slashed down to the deep cover for a single.
Yet another single. I think Western Warriors will be not worrying about these singles.
And importantly, still yet to score a boundary in this innings.
Yes.
This is a good context as they have not given a boundary yet. They try to reverse sweep again, but this time gone to point and between point and gully.
Another 26 deliveries remaining. Southern hitters, it's important to see how much they can take. Comes down, missed it completely. Even the wicket keeper gone for a 4.
That's the first boundary of the innings, but it comes by a leg by, not from the bat yet.
Yes. Probably the Vijay was slightly faster, and probably that because of he saw Sampath Pura coming down and decided to send a shooter, which was not in the correct direction, so hitting the legs, going for a 4.
Nicely played, but
Oh, what
just
a run! Amir Azim immediately wanted that single. And was well responded by Sampath as well.
as the end of 7 overs, 33 for 2.
34 for 2, sorry. And yes, putting 9 runs coming in with that 4 leg byes. Previous over only 4 runs by Nimanta. So interesting. Is that Kusha?
Kushan Viragodi into the attack. He's gonna steam into 2 left-handers in the center. Oh, straight to the bowler. Is it gonna reach the boundary? No. Good fielding by the fielder from long on.
Nimanta who stopped that bound and throw back quickly.
That hit firmly and traveling.
2 runs to Sampath.
As it rained before, that would have reduced the amount of speed the ball was traveling.
Yes.
If not, it could have been just a boundary.
This ground, we know how fast it is.
Oh, swing and a wild swing and a miss.
Now it will be a bit difficult to tell your usual commentary saying that razor bullet shots.
Yeah, that is much difficult now.
Because it reduces in the outfield.
Those are punched as a through the covers, but still have not reached the boundary.
Yeah.
There are no tracer bullets in this innings so far. Just waiting for one. Trying Dil scoop, but hit him on the helmet. If just a single. As the runs are hard to come by, it's good to see the batsmen are trying to take the strike and tick the run rate up and tick the scoreboard.
Yeah, good thing rather than giving dot balls, trying to keep ticking those scoreboard.
And you got to give the credit to Western Warriors bowlers as well. Slower delivery, but this time to deep.
You would have seen from the ball number 1 of this game, the body language is totally changed with that victory. That's what
Yeah.
I was telling throughout the series. They needed one victory to completely change the momentum of the game and the way they look at the game. That's give a huge pump up
Yep.
or mojo between the team.
Slow ball, but this time just down to the long on for a single.
Don't forget, the Southern Hitters also didn't have a good start. They lost first two games and managed to win that third game. After that, they were in a winning strike, 3 matches out winning, and then lost the final game. So they had up and downs. Probably looking back to
Slow delivery, but this time over the bowler head. Running to second hard, no, says rightly sent back by Sampath Pereira.
yet another single.
It's the end of 8 overs.
40 runs for loss of 2 wickets. Seventeen runs partnership. One big innings will be enough to change the game.
It's gone straight to the man at deep mid wicket, just another single. Vijay Undi continuing from far end into the second over. Just given 5 runs in the last over.
That big innings supposed to come now.
Yep.
If not, it will be difficult, very difficult.
And that's danced down the track, but just straight to the man at cover point.
I think it's a short mid wicket.
Short mid wicket, yeah.
Because it's a left-hander. And Vijay Oni bowling well. And these two batsmen haven't got any opportunity to put those boundaries, important boundaries.
This time, dance down the track, up in the skies, fielder underneath it. It's an easy catch. Down to the long off. As the wicket for Vijay Uni. And this time, Sampath Pereira walks back to the dugout.
41 for 2, 41 for 3 with that wicket. Sampath Pereira, 8 of 12, walks back.
And Nur Hamizan enters to the centre.
This will not help the Southern Hitters batting, losing so many quick wickets and no any power hits so far.
And if you look at the pitch been behaving for the last couple of overs, it's not easy to hit through the line as well. And they're struggling to clear the fence, as even for the slower balls, quicker deliveries are not given too many runs for Southern Hitters.
Is there suggest it's going to be a low scoring thriller?
As don't forget, Southern Hitters has a good bowlers as well. Especially the captain himself have done a good job into the power plays. And, just wait for his turn as well, as he has not done much with the bat today. He might be eyeing to...
Sorry, the new batsman is Devendra Mogan Siva.
Sorry.
So they have decided not to send Hamizan. So Devendra Mogan has walked in. Sorry, it's
Make a pardon?
yeah, it's Devendra Mogan.
Bit of confusion with the numbers, as each of the teams has 5. As we saw in the last game, Devendra Mohan tried to hit few of the boundaries.
Yeah, he has shown his experience and he has shown that he also can hit. and so he has got a promotion today.
Yeah, that's ahead of Harinder, could be.
So he has come to number 5 today.
Nicely bowled, but a quick single taken easily.
Usually he comes number 8, number 9, and then today number 5 due to his performance throughout the series, coming down and getting those important runs to the Southern Hitters batting lineup.
Yep.
And, yeah.
Left-hander in the center. There's a change of a field. Deep mid wicket, and he hit through the deep square leg, just a single.
And Vijay Unni has completed his 2 overs as well for 8 for 1.
As good bowling by Vijay Unni, just given 3 runs and a leg bye.
Yes.
I made him to 2 overs, 8 for 1. And the end of 9 overs, Southern Hitters have 44 runs for 3.
So 2 more overs remaining. It will be interesting what they're going to do. And we haven't seen that big shots yet. And Kushan to continue. It's interesting. 5 bowlers used. All 5 bowlers bowled 2 overs each. End of probably the end of 10th over. So Kushan is coming to his ball in his 10th. The 10th over and his 2nd over. So.
And no boundaries yet, Yusri from the bat.
Interesting to see who gonna bowl the 11th over.
Dance down the track. This time down to deep cover. Just another single. These singles will not hurt the Western Warriors, but it will hurt Southern Hitters. As you said, it could be a very low scoring game, as it could be another 20 to 30 runs, or less than 20 runs.
Yeah, but how well the Western Warriors gonna take that, because probably looks like the way the pitch is behaving after the rain, looks like it's not easy to score as well. Ball is not coming.
Yep.
We saw a couple of shots. The batsman is trying to reach the ball and hit the shots. Especially Sampath was struggling to take that balls.
Oh, nicely bowled, but onto the leg stump. White signal by the umpire.
So it won't be an easy task for Western Warriors as well.
Yep.
So they have to play mindfully.
As they need another special innings from Nimanda.
Yeah, Nimanta has performed so well in this series. Brilliant shot, 1 bounce to the field in long off.
Nicely fielded, just restricted for a single.
Oh, what a throw!
That has gone straight to the stumps from long off to the keeper.
Leg stump is gone. And Anur Rahman coming to fix it, helping the umpire.
That is none other than Nimanda.
Kushan comes.
Dance down the track.
That's probably the first boundary. No.
The ball is not travelling at all.
The way it was coming, and then soon after the 1 bounce, it was like just like a tennis ball which bounce and slow down.
Just stop there. As there is no movement after it.
So, you know now, it will not travel and it's not easy to score, because Kinwara is having one of the largest boundaries in Malaysian.
And that is down the track and down the wicket.
Yes. If not normal day, it will carry with a 1 bounce or 2 bounce to the boundary.
This is good bowling. Short of a length, not able to capitalize it. Maybe the batsman trying to uppercut it, as the way is.
Yes. And the main thing is the way the bowlers has bowled. They realize the pitch has changed the way it was performing, and they bowled really well, thinking they know the batsmen want to go for big shots, so not allowing those shots and using the pitch. They bowled well.
Another bouncer. Oh, this is a great bowling.
They have performed so well. I mean, we saw Nimanta bowled, and then Kushan, 2 first class cricketers from Sri Lanka, bowling really well. And not to forget Vijay Unni, a local boy.
He bowled superbly today.
And he also contributed the same shoulder to shoulder what the first class cricketers of Sri Lanka has done it.
Yep.
So it's a bright future.
Another bouncer, but this time behind square. Just a single.
That's why these kind of tournaments are important. Having first class players coming from different countries, especially like Sri Lanka, India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, and if we can get some other countries as well, England, Australia, it will be helping. So you saw how the Vijay Uni uses. Probably he would have got some tips, and yes, so even Malaysian cricket can easily compare when you play with these kind of players.
That's the end of 10 overs, 50 for 3. Going at a run rate of 5 an over.
One thing for sure, it's not gonna be easy. Nimantha to continue, and Nimantha coming to bowl third over. So
There's no Haikal Khair.
so Navodaya completes his 2 overs for 10 for 1.
Faiz has gone back to the experienced bowlers, I would say.
Yes.
And from far end, Nimantha steaming to bowl to the left-hander. Yorker length, well played. To behind square, deep square leg for a single. Is this going to be a first game before the second inning, the first innings of going in to complete the innings without scoring a boundary?
Probably. I haven't seen this kind of performance. I mean, a team without scoring a boundary or a 6.
And they have reached to 51 runs on the board.
That's impressive.
Slow delivery this time, slashed and slashed hard. Is going to be boundary this time? No, almost. Yes, it is.
So one first boundary comes in, outside edge, through the third man region. There was no third man, there was a short third man, and used, and Nimantha very disappointed.
Yes, my question has been answered. No.
So yes,
There is a boundary.
and Nimantha leads the wicket taking column with a 1 wicket, gone for 12 wickets under his name. Right now he will be leading the bowling card for this series, and 4 more deliveries to go. Anything can happen. Cricket is a funny game.
This time, full toss. Picked up very well, running 2. Chance of a run out. Made it easily. It's a good running between the wickets as the runs come hard to come by, turning those singles into 2s.
Yeah, because we saw the first boundary in the last over of the innings, in the 11th over. So yes.
Off the bat, yes.
Yeah. One leg by boundary went, yes. Off the bat, first boundary.
Is it going to be a slow delivery again? Oh, this time he slashed it over the bowler's head. Oh, what an effort! What an effort at long on.
That's a boundary.
The fielder has given 100% diving in full length to stop it, but his batsman timed it quite well.
So Devendra Mogan.
That is by Devendra Mogan. Yes, he timed it quite well.
12 of 5. 2 boundaries coming into his name.
That is the reason why he has been sent up the order.
He had a good series in this inaugural Ramadan Peace Cup series. Devendra Mogan, he has shown he can be a bowling all-rounder.
This is going to be either a slow ball or a bouncer.
Yes, wait and see.
As a bowler, what will you do?
I'll probably trying to bowl a cutter.
This time, oh, what an effort by a bowler. Nimanta dived in length, but just short of him. This could have been a change of a pace, or the ball is stopping and coming onto the bat.
Yeah, that's why I was choose that cutter delivery. I love to, if the pitch is stops and comes, I tend to slow the ball, and like especially at this stage, whereas the batsmen are looking for big shots.
You started to think as a bowler already.
Being an all-rounder has to think that way.
Oh, that's
a big mess up. The batsman was in two minds whether to go for the run or not. He was not sure Morgan will come to face that. Go for the second.
That's the last ball of the innings as well. It's the end of 11 overs. Southern Hitters are 61 for 3.
62 for 4 with that one single and a run out. So one run is completed.
Yeah.
So yes, end of 11 overs, 62 for 4. Southern Hitters win the toss, batting first. Initially they were thinking of going for 20 overs. End of 5 overs, 21 for 1. The rain came on. The overs shortened for by 9 overs. That is 11 overs. End of the 11 overs, 62 for 4. Shafiq Sharif 9 of 18, Said Aziz 7 of 11, Amir Azim 12 of 18, Sampath Perera 8 of 12, and Devendra Morgan 13 of 7, unbeaten 13 of 7 with those two important boundaries. Siva?
Yep, that is the important boundaries he has scored in the last over of the innings. That has taken them, Southern Hitters, 62 for 4 in 11. There will be a calculation of Dakota Lewis.
Definitely. So probably we will wait. Probably Western Warriors might have to chase about 70 to 80 runs. I'm not sure. Let's wait for the official confirmation.
Yeah.
So in the Western Warriors, as I said, they started well. After that victory, they were complete different side. So they started really well, put the pressure from the beginning, and managed to take those important wickets and keep the players below. Nimanta Madhu on the 3 overs 24 for 1, Haikal Khair 2 overs 3 runs, and Navodya 2 overs 10 for 1, Vijay only 2 overs 8 for 1, and Kusham Virakodi 2 overs 11 runs.
And both the youngsters bowled quite pretty well today, as they have gone for a few runs in the last couple of games.
Yes, Haikal Khair and Vijay only performed so well, almost shoulder to shoulder with the first class players of Sri Lanka. And end of 11 overs, 62 for 4 Southern Hitters. It will be interesting to see what's the target they need to chase. We will be back as soon as the inning start with the required runs. Along with the required runs, they need to chase.
And this is the official sponsor of the ball for Ramadan Pace Cup Series 2019, SG. Sponsor for individual awards, cash prizes, My Events International. Sponsor for player of the match and cash prizes, Daya Shakti Travels. Last but not the least, the sponsor for individual awards, cricket equipments by Castle Sports. And we will get the updates from the match officials, and we will be back as soon as the inning starts. Till then, please stay tuned. Welcome back, everyone, to the second innings of versus Southern Hitters and Western Warriors. The umpires have made their way into the center as the players. Game is underway, and the batsman walks in. This time, Faiz Noor walks in along with
Shankar Satish.
Shankar Satish. This is interesting to see the change of a captain walks into the center.
Yeah.
As probably that as the Duckworth Lewis we were talking about before.
Yes.
Southern Hitters will be
requiring 68 runs.
Western Warriors required 63 runs.
68
runs to win the game. And they score 62 for 4. And the Duckworth Lewis calculated as 68 to win.
So Shankar and Faiz Noor. Yeah. Probably taking the responsibility.
As he might want to hang in there to score, just take the ball around and move the scoreboard. And this is an interesting bowling attack. Starts with off spinner
Pawandeep Singh.
That is left arm is coming around to right-hander Shankar Satish. Waiting for the umpire's confirmation to start the proceedings. And let's place the call from the umpire.
Shankar Satish to face the first delivery.
And it's interesting to see how the ball grips and holds onto the pitch. Oh, nicely bowled onto the pads. Quick single taken down to square leg.
The two deep fielders are in the deep mid wicket and long on. Deep mid wicket field is almost towards the cow corner region.
Nicely played, tuck and run. Good running this one by captain himself.
Then you have a square leg, short fine leg, short third man, point, covers, extra covers and a mid off. Fielders.
This is an interesting start by the captain of Southern Hitters, Saeed Aziz.
A 5-4 field, 5-2 in the inner circle, and the two.
This time straight. Oh, that is a drop catch. That's gone for 4.
Just went away from the fielder. Gone for a boundary. Straight away, Shankar Satish.
There's a leg gully. Just went between the hands. And just even away from him, he tried. Could have hold on to it.
Correct. He is more towards not a short finding. It's more towards the leg gully region. And yes, it's about a few inches away from the field. Few inches from the fielder.
Would have been an interesting context if we would have hold on to that catch.
And it would have been an amazing catch as well.
That is time. Dance down the track. The fielder underneath it is safely landed. Just one bounce between the fielder at long on and cow corner.
Western Warriors moves to 7 runs with a single.
Sensibly played by Faiz. Just ticking the scoreboard. Just another single.
Good thing Faiz need to be there in the middle and guide their partner.
And the way he's playing is completely different today. He went on with a mission today. It looks like with an intent to win this game.
Yes. Yes, got that motivation back after that.
What a shot!
As a fielder comes under ankle, taken.
What a catch as well!
Brilliant catch!
Between the cow corner and deep mid wicket. It's the first wicket down. Shankar Satish gone.
Yeah, he ran towards the sweeper region and taken a superb catch. first wicket fallen for Western Warriors. Shankar Satish departs after scoring a 6 runs of 4.
The change of a bowler, bringing spinner into the attack, worked for Southern Hitters. Gonna be a cracker of the game, Yusri.
Yes. And Pawandeep, given the results that they require, they cannot bowl. They need to take wickets, regular wickets.
This is what I've been expecting. The man walking into the center is Nimanta Madhuanta. Madhushanka.
Yeah, Nimanta Madhushanka is the third highest scorer in this series. Just 4 runs less than the second highest scorer, Anwar Arudi. Probably easily will pass Anwar Arudi. It depends. Cricket is a funny game. You never know. And unfortunate Shankar Satish.
The ball is there to hit.
Yeah,
it just didn't time it well, maybe to clear the fence. But the ball is there to hit, and he played it.
Is it that ball it was not timed well, or is it that the ball was after that first boundary, ball got a little wet and it didn't travel? It got a little heavier.
Yep.
And Devendra Mogan to bowl.
Good ball. A quick single taken. Oh, misfield. No damage done. First over gone. 8 runs on the board. Loss of 1 wicket.
Yeah, we saw a brilliant knock by Nimanta the other day. A brilliant knock.
And he started with a single in this innings. Fives to Devendra.
Experienced batsman.
Dance down the track.
Oh, brilliant shot.
Slashed it over cover point.
And that's gone for a 4.
As he's on a mission, you see, today.
He's gonna deliver what he was not able to deliver so far, and showing his colors. Faiz Noor, when he is song, it's beautiful to watch. I have seen him playing so well for Malaysia.
He just tried to disturb the rhythm of the bowler, and he just banged into shot where he would like to have the ball to slash it over cover point. Devendran to Faiz. This time over the bowler's head. Is that going to clear the boundary? Yes, it has.
Couple of boundary bounces and straight down to the side screens. And Faiz Noor.
This is good to watch him scoring consecutive boundaries, and this will give him more confidence and make him to stay there. If he stays there until the end, or another 5-6 overs.
He has some nice shots in his bank. I love to watch him playing. Unfortunately, throughout this series, we haven't seen him playing so well. Or for a long period. But
this time, pulled out behind square. What a shot! This is incredible to watch.
It was very simply put over through the square leg region.
He has got all the time to just turn over to pull that behind square.
That's what I say. He has all the shots in the world in his bank, but unfortunately, throughout this series we haven't seen him. And today, we luckily, at least for once, we have seen those beautiful shots, and I'm enjoying it. I have been a big fan of him.
Oh, this time, quick single. Down to mid-off.
One of the best batsmen in this part of the world. Faiz Noor, skipper of the Malaysian national side. And he is in a mission.
So far, 5 balls has been bowled. Last ball is to Nimanta. Is it a chance? I couldn't see exactly, but it seems like a chance to the keeper.
It's a bias. It's called by a bias. So yes. And end of the second over, 23 runs for a loss of 1 wicket. Western Warriors, they are looking great for another victory tonight.
15 runs came in the last over with one leg by in it, and that took 1, 4, 4, 4, 1, one leg by. It's the end of 2 overs, 23 for 1.
Siva, will it be fair to compare the two teams at this stage? A game which shortened, but
yes, as the number of overs before the rain, it's 5 overs already gone.
So it's not fair, but to keep you informed, end of 2 overs, Southern Hitters were 10 for none, but they were looking to play 20 overs.
Yep.
So they were probably putting a foundation to go for that kill at the end of 15, 16 overs.
Yep.
And unfortunately, after 5 overs, the rain came in and shortened the game.
And the good thing for Southern Hitters, oh, what a ball, what a ball. Great delivery, squared him up completely and missed, appealing for an LBW or a catch.
Straight away putting up pressure, asking questions. And now says, wait.
Calm down, pal, calm down.
Giving some advice to the field who keep on appearing it.
That happens as they're excited to have the wicket number 2 as well.
And this player played unbeaten, not previous game. So importantly, they wanted that wicket.
Nimantha dancing down the track and missed it again, straight into the gloves of a keeper.
Sampath Perroy on the other hand bowled 2 dot deliveries. Oh, very good bowling by him.
Well noticed by the umpire, suggesting the fielders to keep the ball up. And I noticed Mr. Kalidas was right on the money, especially when he sees the ball going down. He cannot tolerate that at all. Nicely, sensibly played. Oh, chance of a run out.
One of the seniors and one of the main umpires in this region are doing his job very well. And
stands tall.
And he conducts the umpiring courses as well. Whoever want to join, just tap into the MCA website and you can get into the coaching courses or the umpiring courses.
This time slashed over point. That is Faisno for you. That has travelled to the boundary, over point. What a shot. He's just trying to deal in boundaries. He doesn't believe in running maybe today.
Yeah, it's quite nice to see him performing so well. I mean, not to forget last year we had the Nagari Sembilan T20 tournament. So Faiz Noor, one of the finalist teams, playing one down and played against the Sri Lankan Army in the finals. Sri Lankan Army.
This time, danced down the track, dispatched over mid-wicket. Yet it has gone for a 6.
Amazing shot by Faiz Noor. Loves to watch him. As we were talking about him. So the captain in Sri Lankan Army was ex-Sri Lankan national player Sekuke Prasanna, and they had Ajantha Mendes as well. So as a Sri Lankan, he was talking to me and he didn't realize that I was the manager of that side, and he was telling, oh, this side got that guy, the Sri Malaysian captain, he's a very good batsman, he's the main threat to us. And they were evaluating his shots and all, and he was the main threat to the Sri Lankan Army team. So you can.
This time. Oh, what have you done, Faiz? What have you done?
He tried to play over the short third man fielder, just nudged over him, and it carried straight to the point fielder.
And he playing so well. That's unlucky, and that is
That shot is not needed.
yeah, it's unnecessary
Because
shot. He's playing so well.
yeah, he had all the shots and he didn't want to play any awkward shots as such.
It's a temptation of what he has got. They just wanted to clear the fielder over the
Yes.
short third man. Ended up with the quick pace from Sampath Pereira, deceived him just straight into the throat of a point fielder.
The second wicket departs.
What the innings of Faiz have done is to bring the score down to 34 for.
He scored 25 of 9.
That is a
25 of 9.
quick fire of 25, as the required number of runs has been reduced down to
Another 34 runs.
34 runs.
Yet another 34 runs required in 8 overs. Putting the record run rate below 5, just over 4 runs. 4.25 to be exact. And yes, you have Nimantha in the middle.
34 runs required in 8 overs, 48 balls remaining, 8 wickets in hand. Are we going to have any more surprises here?
And Ahmed Asbi, the new batsman, walks in to join Nimantha.
And he played quite well in the last game as well. And he
Yes.
scored some runs and in the boundaries as well.
Supported so well.
A wide down the leg side.
One for a white. Nipun Ransika.
Change of a bowling from far end. Nipun Ransika into the attack. It's quite surprising to see. We have not seen Syed Aziz into the attack. Might be keeping nicely bowled, slower delivery, no run importantly. He might, as you said in the last game, he would like to finish his quota of the overs in the power play, but this time, as the target is in front of him, he might be wanted to use the experienced bowlers up front to get the number of the experienced batsmen as well.
Hey, it's interesting to see Syed Aziz hasn't bowled.
And we have not, and importantly, another wide down the leg side. Nimantha is in the middle, so he might be utilizing the experience from the same
Sri Lanka
countrymen as well.
Correct. Because Sri Lankan bowlers has given the results for him so far in this series. So looking to get that experience coming straight away from the first beginning, because it's 11 overs game, not a 20 overs game anymore, and it has been shortened.
Nicely played, Yorker in length, gone to extra cover for a single.
You have to play with whatever they have. And yet another single. So Western Warriors 37 for 2 in the 4th over. And meantime, looking at the news from London, South Africa 135 for 3 in the 25th over. Required another 176 runs, 7 wickets in hand of 153 deliveries. It's going to be a cracker of a game there as well.
Oh, missed it on the pads. Glance through behind the keeper. Glance for 4.
Probably the wrong delivery, wrong.
He might
line.
be targeting actually to bowl the Yorker length deliveries.
Yeah.
Went onto the wrong line onto the pads.
And taken an easy boundary because the fine leg is inside the field.
And the form he is in, Nimantha is in, or that is Ahmed Asbi.
Asbi. Yeah, Asbi played so well the previous innings as well, supporting the other player, taking important singles, doubles.
And the last game he just ran for every
Yeah.
single thing. And both these guys are partnership. It has been awesome to watch.
Yeah,
They
we
scored
saw.
about 60 runs as a 50 plus runs partnership in the last
Yeah,
game.
we saw 4 wickets falling quickly, and then these two carried on and given a good partnership. So Asbi. So
A good analysis by the team management of Western Warriors as well.
yes.
And they have seen who are the people actually constructing the innings, and they send them. Oh, what
That's the
a
partnership they were
shot.
missing throughout the
Yeah.
series.
And maybe they are finding the right combination of people to bat.
unfortunately it was came in the last game, but it somehow it worked on this game and previous game. Probably looking to another repeat.
And that brings down the score to 27 required. Slow delivery.
Yes,
That is
another boundary. Amazing shot by Nemantha.
He just stands tall, broke onto the back foot and slashed between the cowl
Stand and deliver.
point and
You call it stand and deliver, Siva.
he did not move an inch after he hit that shot. And he firmly knows he's traveling like a bullet. That is a tracer bullet for you.
Yes, finally, you
Finally.
got that shot, Siva.
Nemantha rocks onto the back foot, slashes through the point. That's went into the boundary like a tracer bullet.
Yes, Siva, you are back. And the four is 46 for 2, Western Warriors. Yet another 22 runs required of 7 overs, 42 deliveries are there. And Pawandeep back into the action. What he will be thinking at this stage. 42 balls, 22 runs to win and 8 wickets in hand. You have the ball in hand and can he deliver a magic?
He used to break his record which he had in
Yeah.
his bank.
1 run for 5 wickets. Oh my god, that's amazing. Still on the Facebook ICC page.
Oh, very well bowled.
Oh,
Quicker in.
you just Google on the Google put Pawandeep Singh. It will come the 1 for 5. In Google, you straight away taking you to the ICC page.
Oh, bowled in.
That's bold. Just we were talking about his bowling, and given the results to Southern Hitters straight away. Yeah, you need to be careful of this bowler.
And he started off bowling quick through the air rather compared to the last over he have bowled.
And Ahmed Asbi departs after scoring of 5 runs of 5 deliveries. And Western Warriors 46 for 3.
That brings Navodya Vidyakumar to the centre.
Navodya joining Nemantha. He got 22 runs, 40 deliveries.
There's plenty of time left. 40 balls to go. Just 22 runs to win.
So as a Western Warriors, you just don't have to get panicked. You just have to play those shots here and there. Take those 6 singles and doubles.
As there is no power play on, there are plenty of gaps.
Yeah, and whatever the opening start needed, Faiz Noor has delivered. And you have Nemantha as well on the other hand, who's on 7 of 8. Meanwhile, Southern Hitters looking for wickets.
Well left, very well bowled.
Keep fighting, keep believing in.
And slip in place for Pawandeep.
Who knows, another hat trick.
Oh, what a ball, what a delivery.
Who knows, another hat trick or so will change the whole momentum of the game and converts.
And we have seen the first hat trick in a couple of games ago. Oh, nice. Appealing for a catch. Yes, he's
And
gone.
gone. And Navodya departs.
As he heard of our request and is trying to get as many wickets as he can. This might put the captain Aziz to think whether he wants to give him another over or so.
Yeah. So you have the limit of 3 overs for one bowler. So probably using that limit.
Yep.
In your favor, and yes, results has come in your way this over so far. 2 wickets coming without scoring. That's what he can do. We were talking about 1 run for 5 wickets. He has taken 2 wickets already.
And importantly, you have not given any runs this over.
This over. That put a lot of pressure on the batting side.
That brings him none for 2 in this over.
Yes, yes, yes. Probably at this stage, Western Warriors might be not thinking difficult, like thinking on of the losing wickets. If you lose 1 or 2 more wickets, then they will be starting to panic. Losing 2 wickets. And Said Rahmatullah walking in.
The wicketkeeper walks in. Joins Nimanda. Last ball of the 5th over. Oh, this time! Very good ball. Onto the off-stump channel. Played it sensibly for a single. Down to cover point.
So Pawandeep has taken 3 wickets for 9 runs in the end of 2 overs. The last over, just a single run, taken 2 wickets.
End of 5 overs, 47 for 4.
Yes, if you, as I said, it's not fair to compare, but to keep you updated. Southern Eaters end of 5 overs. At that, this is the stage the rain came and stopped the game and shortened by 9 overs. They were 21 for 1. And they required another 21 runs of 36 deliveries. Said Aziz to the attack.
Captain bring himself onto the attack. The man from fine leg dropped down to deep fine leg. Short fine leg to deep fine leg.
Pawandeep in this series. Before this game, he bowled 19 overs, 138 runs, taken 2 wickets.
Said Aziz started off with a short delivery. Batsman trying to take 2 runs and he's getting comfortably.
With this today 3 wickets, he moves to 5 wickets. Probably he will be moving into the top 10. Pawandeep Singh with his performance. Said Aziz has changed his t-shirt.
Rightly sent back. Although he's quick on his feet to restrict that single.
Said Aziz bowling to Said Rahmatullah.
That brings them to get into 19 runs to win.
19 of yet another 34 deliveries. Said Aziz. Oh, that's
nicely played. Guided down to the 3rd man.
With a soft hand. Very well. Said.
I would say the whole difference between even before and after the rain, the 2 sides, the difference is the captain of Western Warriors innings, Faiz Noor innings.
That innings completely changed the momentum of the game and made it more towards a one-side affair. If not,
and as we don't have many surprises, I would say.
Yeah. Unless if we can see a couple of more surprises done, same as like Pawandeep delivered last over. And he has quite regularly done those kind of magics, Pawandeep.
He's delivering when the captain requires. Oh, slashed and completely missed
Slow
it.
Delivery.
Slow bouncer.
Slow bouncer.
It doesn't get up at all. It does not reach even to the shoulders of the batsman.
Nimanda was quite surprised.
He's on his knees to cut that ball.
Yeah, he was waiting, and then he cut. Still, the ball is still coming, and when the ball is passing,
this time, stand tall, and is gone over to the boundary ropes, to between the point and gully.
Played well over the fielder's heads, gone for easy boundary.
As the previous delivery of the slow ball has set into the mind of Nimanta, and he is waiting for it again to stand tall and cuts over the fielder. Race to the boundary for 4. And at the end of 6 overs, 54 for 4.
54 for 4, 6 wickets in hand, another 14 runs required of 30 deliveries. It's You can see Said Aziz being very animated in every delivery. He's changing the fielders, talking to the players, and Devendra Mogan to continue his second over from the pavilion end.
The Western Warriors could pull this win. I would say, what a comeback from a point where in the league games they just won one game.
Yes.
And that performance changed it completely in the way they bat and the way they behave on the field, the way they bowl.
Yeah, Siva, I told you that day, the last game. On paper, they are one of the strongest sides. They are one of the main sides. If the first group matches didn't happen, if it was the first two matches and one win on the card, I would say this is the team which goes to the finals, because they had a super balanced side. Unfortunately,
Oh, what a delivery! Slow balls.
beginning of the series until the last game, they didn't click as a unit.
Yep.
Yes, you might have one or two players here and there performs, but as a team, it's a team effort. Yes, you might have one hero for a day, but
Yep.
if in that game the other players doesn't support, you will
Oh,
go
another.
nowhere. So, as a team, they didn't. We didn't see them performing. I mean, they were not into. They were not into that level.
Yep.
I mean, that's the reason that they fall into the final fourth position. But you saw after that victory,
Yep.
what we saw in the first six match is not that
Is-
same team we see today.
Right. True. And this time he's operating completely as slow balls. First three balls are being slower, and even the fourth one, the slower balls, is operated well. The first couple of deliveries.
We see that players believe in themselves and performing so well. Devendra Mogan bowling his second over, 15 runs.
It's a good comeback over for Devendra Mogan after he went on with 14 runs in the first over of his spell.
Not to forget the Faiz Noor, that 3 boundaries he whacked around the ground.
And that has completely changed him. And now this change of ends also might have helped him in the way he controlled the ball. And we have not seen him bowling quicker deliveries for the last couple of 5 deliveries so far he bowled, and all of them are cut down by margin of how he bowls before. The previous over he bowled from far end. This is completely a different over from him. Another slower ball, very well watchfully played, but importantly rotate the strike to take a single. That is the end of
7th over,
7 overs.
56 for 4. Only 2 runs coming in, Siva.
Yep, it's a good change of an over from him. 2 runs coming in it.
$56 for 4. End of 7 overs. Said Aziz to continue. Yet another single. And another 11 runs required.
Yep, it's easy to say, but as there will not be no surprises, if this pair stays there for the next couple of overs, would be easy to get straight to the man at point, but importantly a dot ball.
Yeah, Nimanta has moved to the second position of the highest scorers in this series with these 13 runs, moves to 219, 9 runs ahead of Anwar Aruddin. Will be interesting game tomorrow.
And Anwar Aruddin haven't finished.
Yes, tomorrow Central Smashers versus the Northern Strikers. Finals at the Kinrar Oval, 8:30 p.m.
Oh, good ball. Importantly, no run. Gone to the man at gully. It's interesting field. He's bowling onto the off stump, and the amount of fielders are patrolling there is short third man, gully, point.
Covers, extra covers, mid off, mid on.
Only 2 fielders are outside. Danced down the track and missed it.
A no ball called.
And Aziz can't believe it. He's still furious about his no ball.
He has bowled so well in this series. He led the side very well, and as an example as well, he batted well, bowled well throughout this series. And going to the 8th over.
Still 11 runs required. And this time, trying to scoop. Very good delivery.
Said Rahmatullah.
He would have moved before even the bowler come into the crease. And it's easy for the bowler to adjust his line and length.
And Said Aziz bowled so well.
It is an interesting choice of Rahmatullah to take another miss and a white signal by the umpire. It's a tight call.
Surprised bowler and the keeper. 59 for 4, 9 runs required.
And he danced down the track, still missed it.
20 deliveries, 9 runs required.
And this time he connects it. Over the fielder at point. That is raised to the boundary.
4 runs. Nimanta pumped. They are just 5 runs away from the victory to secure the 3rd position after disastrous start for the series.
Nimanta would have pumped because he tried. Rahmatullah tried for 3 balls and managed to connect. Finally, one more. That is unnecessary.
That is very unnecessary. As a bowler and as a captain,
you got rights to be upset, but at this level you have to be calm and cool. You know you are in the back foot for the game, but still that is not an appropriate way of nicely bowled. This time very good ball, good comeback ball.
A rush of the blood.
And he rightly applaud to the batsman. Well done, Said Aziz.
So end of 8 overs, 63 for 4. And require another 5 runs of 18 deliveries. Yeah, rush of a blood for Said Aziz at that time. Probably umpires give the right message.
The umpire from the square leg is right to say to him, "Calm down, mate. It's just another game."
Yes.
And you have to think of what do we learn from here rather than just showing it on the field. You're totally upset. Yes, we understand.
So good learning for him as well. He's a youngster, just coming into the national squad. I mean the Malaysian national side. So 5 runs in 17 deliveries. So yes, coming back to Said Aziz, he probably
well bowled and sensibly played to the point.
And he is a good future cricketer for Malaysia, and we don't want those kind of problems coming in the national side. So it's a good advice coming in from this kind of format.
Yep.
So you will learn and not do that same mistake in future as well.
Yep.
And Nimanta Madhuanta
Nicely bowled
taken
and
a
quick run taken.
score moves to 64 for 4.
Just bowling that off stump channel.
One shot away. Sampath Perera bowling his second over. And 4 runs required of 15 deliveries. And Sampath walks into side and going to talk. Give some valuable message. What his message is, whether he's asked the batsman to go for it or make just 5 runs, 4 runs, just tap it and run.
And the bowler coming from changed his mind, is coming over the wicket.
Sampath Perera.
And would have just advised him, played sensibly as we have too many balls left.
Yeah.
As that's what rightly he did, and very well fielded by Saeed Aziz. Captain himself still keeping his head in a way of winning this game. That's good to see.
Yeah, Saeed Aziz.
He's a good competitor.
Yeah, he was giving all on field, even with the bat, with the ball. He had a good series. Unfortunate to end up in the losing side and as the fourth side.
Nicely played down to the man at mid-off.
He didn't had a good start to this series. The first 2 games losing, and then even not to forget the first match they had a good partnership for 60 runs and put up a good score of 160 around 160 runs, and then unfortunately center smashes thrashed them. the opening partnership with Anwar Aruddin and Virandeep Singh of 120 runs completely took the game away from them. So after that, a disappointed performance. The next game they lost, and then they bounced back with the 3 victories, and then final game of the league they lost, and most likely they are, you never know, 13 deliveries, 4 runs to win. Looks like more towards the Western Warriors the game.
A couple of wickets might change the trajectory of the game.
Yes, only 1 run coming in this over. Sampath Perera bowled superbly this over as well. 12 for 1, end of 2 overs for Sampath Perera, and end of 9 overs, 64 for 4. And 2 more overs to go. 4 runs required. 12 deliveries. 4 runs, Siva. Will it go down to the wire?
It may go to the last over of the game.
You can see Pawandeep taking the...
Unless he's bowling again.
I know, I think they
is a change of a bowling from far end. That is captain himself.
It looked like Pawandeep going to bowl, and then...
he's going to bowl.
He's going to bowl. Yes.
He's going to bowl the last over of his spell. Now we can expect something. Either one will happen. Either the game will finish or it go down to the wire.
Yes. Pawandeep Singh bowled well. Amazing player.
One bad ball might give a chance to Nimanta to score 4.
What's your prediction in this over? He bowled 2 overs, 9 runs, 3 wickets. Will he take a couple of wickets more?
Game over.
Will be
as
the game
Nimanta
over.
on strike.
And
chance of a run out. Nobody
single.
backing up.
He didn't want to take a risk throwing.
And more importantly, he doesn't want to give a strike back to Nimanta.
Yes. Probably tried to take the wickets from the other end. And Nimanta moves to 15 of 18.
This is good change of a field. Rahmatullah is not striking the ball well. They bring all the fielders down not to give him a single. That will give him a chance of bringing this game down to the last over.
Put the pressure. So Sampath Perera completes his 2 overs, 12 for 1, because one bowler can bowl 3 overs, others all can bowl only 2 overs. So Sampath Perera already bowled 2 overs, 12 for 1, and Pawandeep in his 3rd over, and Saeed Aziz bowled 2 overs as well.
Good ball there, no run. It's gone to point.
So 3 of
4 balls,
3 of 10 deliveries required.
and this time
Straight to the point, no chance of a run. 3 of 9, the equation coming closer, but runs are very little to score. That's the only reason. That's mainly because of not forget the Faiz Noor's innings, 25 of 9.
yeah, that changed completely. Has given a chance for Western Warriors. And this time that is racing towards the boundary.
That's the end of the game. Yes,
It has. And that is the win for Western Warriors. And that is a signature by Nimanda.
And yes, Southern it has given a good fight after that low scoring innings, and then fight back after the departure of Faiz Noor. And Western Warriors winning the 3rd place of the inaugural Ramadan Peace Cup Super Series 2019. Western Warriors batting card Shankar Satish 6 of 4, Ahmed Faiz Noor 25 of 19. That's 25 of 9.
He just took 9 deliveries to score those 25 runs.
1 maximum and 4 boundaries to his innings with an average strike rate of 277.78. Nimanta Madhuanta unbeaten, 15 of 18 deliveries. He scored 2 boundaries and make sure they goes to safety. Ahmed Asbi 5 of 9. Now they unfortunately departed without scoring. Said Rahmatullah at the end scored unbeaten, 13 of 20 with 2 boundaries and sealed the game for Western Warriors, chasing a target of 68 with the Duckworth Lewis, and they scored 69 for loss of 4 wickets, end of 9.4 overs. Southern Eaters Pawandeep Singh, amazing bowling, 2.4 overs, 14 for 3. Devendra Morgan 2 overs 16, Sampak Perera 2 overs 12 for 1, Nipun Ransika 1 over 12, and Said Aziz 2 overs 14 runs.
That is a win for Western Warriors. They seal 3rd position.
Western Warriors winning by 6 wickets, and that's the end of the 3rd place game, and Western Warriors winning the 3rd place in this Ramadan Peace Cup, Ramadan Super Series. The official ball sponsor is SG. Sponsor for individual awards, cash prizes for best batsman, best bowler, man of the series by My Events International. Sponsor for player of the match, cash prize by Daya Shakti Travels and Tours. Individual cricket equipment awards provided by Kaiser Sports. And that's the end of the 3rd place game. Western Warriors winning the game by 6 wickets, beating Southern Eaters. And tomorrow, the grand finale, Siva.
That is between Central Smashers and Northern Strikers. And please come and watch at Kinrara Oval, and it's open to all of you.
And free of charge. Don't forget that. And anyone around Kinrara, Opkel, come down to Kinrara Oval. Watch this game. A beautiful place. Home of cricket in Malaysia.
There is nothing free in the world, but Kinrara Oval is free to watch a cricket match for everyone. Please join us tomorrow, and we will be joining you live from Kinrara
at 8:30 p.m.
Until then, good night and Selamat Malam.